This is a brief presentation to help you understand recovery after stroke. You may have a lot of questions after your stroke. You are likely feeling lots of different emotions. You might be scared or nervous about what's happened to you. You might be wondering what happens next. This is normal. Stroke is a major life event for you and for those close to you. One of the most important things you can do is educate yourself about stroke. During your hospital stay, ask lots of questions and gather information to make sure you understand what has happened, what to expect, and your role in recovery. A stroke can affect you in many different ways. It may have affected how you speak or understand, or maybe you have difficulty walking, or maybe it's your vision that's been affected. Every stroke is different. Each person recovers at his or her own pace. The team will work with you to assess your abilities and start developing a treatment plan to help your recovery. Recovery after stroke takes time. Some people continue to make gains for many months and even years following their stroke. There is no schedule for stroke recovery. Stroke recovery occurs in many different places, so even after you leave the hospital, your recovery continues. You may have therapists visit your house, or maybe you will go to a clinic for therapy. You may have home care services visit you, and you may attend various programs in the community. Recovery after stroke is different for each person. Your stroke is unique to you. Your recovery will move at your own pace based on your own situation. You may feel differently about your progress at different times or at different phases in your recovery. Sometimes your recovery might feel like it has its ups and downs, or maybe it feels slow and steady, or maybe everything just feels uncertain right now. These feelings are normal. Setting goals is an important part of your recovery after stroke. Setting goals can help you regain a sense of control over your health and your recovery. Your goals will change over time. As you get better, you can adjust your goals and set new ones. You are more likely to be successful in reaching your goals if you aim for something that's meaningful to you. What are some of the hobbies or activities that you enjoy? Participating in hobbies and other leisure activities are an important part of your recovery as they help to give you a sense of purpose. Sometimes you might feel like your recovery isn't happening fast enough or that it's slowing down. It's important to stay positive and to have hope. Keep working on your therapy. The brain has the ability to change and adapt so that you regain as much function and independence as possible. The more you practice your therapy and everyday tasks, the easier they will become over time. No matter where you are in your recovery journey, there's always hope. Being positive is the single most important step you can take in your recovery. Remember, recovery after stroke is possible. The Journey to Recovery After Stroke poster and handout is an education resource to help support your understanding of stroke recovery. The poster is on display in the Integrated Stroke Unit and in the Outpatient Rehabilitation or Rehabilitation Day Program area. If you haven't already received a copy of the handout version, please ask any member of your healthcare team for one. You can use this handout to help you talk to the team about your own recovery. It can help you identify questions that you might have, such as, what has happened? What's going to happen next? And what can I do to help my recovery? Recovery after stroke is about becoming as independent as possible within your abilities so that you can participate in activities that are meaningful to you. This might be hobbies that you once enjoyed, or maybe it's trying something new. Perhaps it's being able to return to life roles that are important to you, such as work, driving, or household chores. Whatever it might be, participating in leisure activities, hobbies, and life roles provide us with enjoyment and a sense of purpose, which are all important to your well-being and overall recovery. You can use the pictures on the Journey to Recovery handout to help you set your own recovery goals about leisure activities, hobbies, and life roles that are important to you. On the back of the handout is a list of community services and programs that can help you continue your recovery once you return home. Not every service or program listed here is needed by each person, and the availability of programs can vary by community. Your recovery needs may change over time, so the programs and services that you require may change as well. A few examples are provided here: home care and transportation services, and community stroke support groups. Let's hear from Carrie how she used the Journey to Recovery After Stroke handout to help her set goals and understand her recovery journey.
It gave me a clear view of where I was and where I was going. And every time I look at it or look at it with the nurse, it makes me realize how far I've actually come and that I'm closing in on my goals. So it's helped me make a lot of goals for myself as well. And every goal that I achieve, I know on the journey map that I'm one step closer to getting there.
Did you receive a copy of the Journey to Recovery After Stroke handout? If you did not, ask any member of the team for a copy. What are your questions about recovery after stroke? Speak with your healthcare team if you have any questions about your recovery and the next steps in your journey. Thank you for listening, and I wish you all the best in your recovery.